I'm Greg Benevent from Website Depot. Once again, very happy to be doing a podcast here with you. And today, I have a very special guest, the man behind Printing Matters himself, my friend Lior Zakin. Lior, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you again.
That was a very nice introduction.
Well, thank you. I was thinking about it. I was trying to do this, introduce the person who's supposed to be like, hey, here's the business and here's the guy. But I'm so glad to have you here today because Lior and the folks over at Printing Matters are doing so many new and different things that can help businesses, that can help regular folks, and we have plenty of examples of them. Some of them we're even wearing. If you could talk a little bit about the new, I believe it's embroideries, new thing you folks are doing. Please tell us about that.
Well, so first of all, Greg, thank you for having me here.
Of course.
We just actually a few months ago, we started doing a new service that we offer to our customers. It's embroidery service, which you can see my shirt wearing my logo, Printing Matters over here.
Yes.
Greg is wearing one. We're doing embroidery on t-shirts, on polos, on hats, with different logo, different type of hats. It's beautiful. Different colors of hats, logos. We do all that in-house. We don't send it out. We're a small business that helping, small and large businesses. We also print on bags. We can do embroideries on bags.
Oh, geez, bags. Oh.
Yeah, and people think that it has to be a logo, but it could be anything. You can say, here, actually, it's Mother's Day. So
right, Mother's Day. Yeah,
you can say, I love you, Mom, with a heart or anything. It doesn't have to be a business.
Oh, yeah. My mother's very into sports, so her having a ball cap that said Mother's Day would be lovely. I wish I'd thought of that before we filmed this. I would have sent this. But I think that's just it. I think, and I would just want to say, as a person that's worn, a lot of hats in like Little League, literally, and like also, following sports and all that, these are just as good as the hats that, these are the exact same hats designed for, baseball, for actual sports. It's that same caliber hat. And it, I look at all these are the logos of other clients of ours. They look like minor league teams. I just don't know. This is great.
And this is a new type of hat. Actually, it's called Perfect Fit because it's stretched over here.
Oh.
And they fit perfectly on your head.
Oh, that's great.
And what's neat about this hat also that, they're underneath, they're coming in different colors. You can get in green, in black.
Oh, yeah. This one's orange, I think.
Right. Red. So
yeah.
Yellow, gold, orange, so it's a little bit fun as well. Not just, one color hat. But beside that, as I mentioned, we do it on t-shirts, on polos, on bags, towels. So if you want to create a package, with go to the beach, you have your bag with printed and a beach towel inside, and which also, we have the UV machine as well.
Okay. I was just thinking of all the different things before, that you could do with this, just because I was thinking, how many times is it like you're trying to make like a weekend special with your friends, or try to be like, it's our weekend, or it's a special occasion. You can make a shirt for that, and then you have your own thing to remember forever. You don't have to go buy some overpriced drink.
It's actually a good thought because you have maybe bridal shower.
Yes.
Or a birthday, someone turned 50 or 60 or 40
right,
or 21.
Right, exactly. Or even just turned 33. It's something goofy. We're trying to commemorate something special, make it more special.
Wear a t-shirt and a hat and the bag, everything, it's the same thing, Greg is turning 21, he can drink.
Right, exactly. Yes, we're building a time machine to get that. For that too. Yes.
Gets to have the same thing, to give them a pardon gift or anything. So it could be very unique.
And I think just to tag on what you're saying there, Lior, I think that's even better. That's a great idea because these are high quality shirts.
Right.
Like these are high quality hats. It's not like someone's going to buy those things for the special event and be like, oh, well, I'm never going to wear that again. I'm putting it back in my closet. No, I wear this shirt going around, but I'm not just here recording with you. These are nice shirts. These are ones. I think I've seen you in a shirt most of the times I've seen you because it's a nice shirt, not just because it's work stuff.
Exactly. And that's a good point because this shirt actually go to this. We don't want to do something cheap, just sell it and here you go. Yeah. I wear this shirt every single day that I go to the office. I have those shirts, and it's always you're gonna see me in different colors. Shirts. But they're very durable, especially right now.
Oh, yeah.
Summer is upon us.
Right, with the rays beating down, and then if it
And-
rains, oh yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So there, we can have it more sporty. We can do even a business short, button short. So
Wow,
it
okay.
doesn't have to be just a polo.
Right, it could be, yeah, it could be. Because I was thinking it could just be a typical T-shirt, but you're right. That could also be the branded button-down shirt for here. We're serious folks doing a very formal event, that kind of thing. Boy, that's a real white collar. That's a great idea. I could talk about other different places you wear these shirts all day because I have. Now you mentioned summer, and that of course I think ties into what you're about to talk there. The UV rays, the UV printing. Tell me about UV printing. That sounds
so a
unique.
UV machine, we have to have that machine.
Okay.
Basically, we can print practically almost about anything you can imagine. Almost.
Okay.
anything.
I mean,
So,
I'm glad. Yeah, qualifier.
yeah, which also when we talked about embroidery and bag and gift, so you can put in the same bag. We can embroider your logo, and you can put a beach towel in a hat, but we can
Okay.
also print for you a bottle of water or a cup or even a picture or something to put it as well.
Wow, like a real just branding across everything. Just
Right.
across anything you. Wow, I see why you said everything now. That really, when you start to add that up.
Yes, so we can
Mhm.
print a lot of different signage. People
Okay.
can use it for foam board or metal.
Okay.
If it's for business or if it's for home, we have a lot of custom printing of metal.
Mm.
Pictures. If it's their kids, or
Right,
if
something durable to last versus just here's something we printed up to
Right.
hang up. There's something that's going to go on for
and
years
it's
and
unique.
years.
It's different.
Right. That's a metal thing of your kids. It's going to last for
Right.
the next century. That
And it's not
wow.
something you see every day on,
No.
on every house,
No.
and it's a very high resolution, so it doesn't look like it's, meant for business or parking or something like that. It could be a very high resolution, very bright photos
Okay.
that you can take it back.
Gotcha. I guess my question is just so I have a clear understanding of it is when you say UV printing, what is it that like how does it relate to UV rays? Does it block them out? Does it keep them from reducing the quality? What happens?
Well, so what happened? The ink basically, it's almost like liquid.
Okay.
And then after it's print, we have the UV light that go over it and make it hard.
Okay.
So that's what dried to make it hard, and it's make it very, very durable.
Oh.
So it's good for weather. If you
Uh-huh.
print a sign, it could be standing outside in the sun. It's not going to fade. If there is rain on it, it's not going
Uh-huh.
to smear.
I see.
So it's make it very, very durable.
Okay.
So it could be good for business and for home use.
Right. Anywhere where you plan on something like, okay, I need this to last.
Right.
This is something that's going to be around for a while, whether it's going to be, because like what you said is that, I don't know, by virtue of it being created through the UV rays, that makes it in a way, not to be all mythological, but I mean, that makes it stronger against the UV rays. That
Right.
makes it able to withstand the elements that perhaps even other durable materials and printing methods may not be able to do so.
Right. And also another good point about it is that, we used to say when we see signage or stuff that printed on metal or foam board, it's a little bit low resolution. The new UV thing is printing on a very high resolution. So you print something, it's going to be a very, very high resolution.
Okay.
So you're not taking down by saying, okay, let me print on metal,
Okay.
but then I'm going to risk the way it's going to look.
Yeah, it's going to look blocky or
Right.
kind of cloudy, unclear. Okay.
So it's going to be very sharp. The images, if you decide to print no parking, or if you decide to print a picture of your kids,
Right.
it's going to be equally beautiful.
Wow. And equally lasting. And I think that is the full spectrum. Everything from no parking to your kids. I think that covers anything that a person could want to print.
Your pet or anything else.
Right. I mean, that's so neat just to think about the idea that like it's I don't want to say this. Like it seems like the common theme, the things that you're telling me today that you're offering, there's a sense of empowerment to it.
Right.
Like you can create, you can make the memories that you have that much better, that much longer lasting, whether it's the metal picture of, your children when they're very young or a beloved pet, or if it's the shirt commemorating that amazing weekend we had or that trip or that dinner, that it's just a way to, yeah, to commemorate the better moments in our lives.
And then also, the point it's that the day of just printing a picture, a 4x6 picture, and putting it in the frames are over.
Yeah.
So with this machine, we can print a picture, not just, I said metal, but we can even print it on wood.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We can print it if you chop the tree in your house and you have, the trunk of the wood, or
You can print it on a
we
tree
can
trunk.
print on that as well.
Oh, man.
So you can take it really to a whole new level.
I should have come in here with a list of things like, can you print on this? Like, I have a birthday cake. Like, I had no idea. Okay. The tree trunk is a lot.
Yeah. We had a customer that just took his, he has a table
Okay.
at home with a glass, a glass table.
Okay, it's a glass table. Okay.
Yeah, it was about 18-inch circle glass
okay,
table.
yeah, okay.
And he wanted to print, a picture that he took in the forest.
Oh.
And instead of just doing elimination and put on top, we print directly to the glass.
Wow.
And
you print it on this guy's table.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that's why I'm saying it's a completely different level.
Yes, that is. I thought the tree trunk was impressive. Printing on some dude's table, it's something. Wow, this is some. Yeah, and again, obviously, and then what that does, that takes what I have note again, that getting back to that sense of improving the things that you have. I'm sure this man's glass table was already nice, but now by virtue of having that printed on there, this is something he'll keep for the rest of his life, if not passed down. Yeah, exactly. Right. He made it his own. That's such a good way of putting it. It's no longer just this very high quality glass table. It is something truly unique to him and his family.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's an amazing list of stuff that you talked about. What the embroidery, this UV stuff, which is, I thought it was just like sunproofing and stuff, but it's way beyond that. What else you got to talk to us about today? That's more than enough, but I always learn something new when I'm talking. So I'm fascinated to hear what else you got.
Right. Now we also had the option to do, we always did booklets.
Okay.
But now we have the option to do small quantities, different sizes, because a lot of time it's used to be including us in other places. I need booklets. So, you have the standard common sizes, which are 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 5.5. But now we have the ability to do sizes on square 6 by 6 booklet. You want it to be instead of 8.5 by 11, 8 by 7, because you have an envelope you want it to be fit to. We can do it for you. So from just a folded page to 2, 4, 8, 12, 20 pages. Okay,
I was going to ask, but I mean, just not to interrupt, but I was just sitting here thinking about this. Like, when you say booklet, like, what is the working definition of how you define booklet in this context?
So normally the right definition of a booklet will be subtle stitch. You have the 2 stitches, it's folded in the middle. And you have the pages. So if it's 8 pages, 12 pages, and then it's folded by 2 stitches. 2 staples. I can visualize. And you're saying it doesn't, like, kind of tends to max out at 20, somewhere between like 8 to 20 pages. We can even go to 30, 32, on low quantities. Normally, it's capped at around 20 pages. But if you need more, we can use it.
If there's one thing I've learned talking to you, you guys can make something happen if somebody wants it.
48 pages.
Wow. Yes, I see. Okay. So two stitches in the middle, somewhere 8 to 40 pages in there, and that's how you can find a book.
Right. And it's full color. For some people, it's black and white. It could be gloss paper. It could be matte paper. We recently did a job for a school, which is a coloring book.
Oh, okay.
They give it to the kids. So inside it could be matte paper. So
so that they could color on it.
So again, it doesn't have to be business. Not everything is business. Yeah, a lot of stuff we think booklets, it's for business. I don't have a business, but it could be for anything. You can use it for anything.
Well, just to piggyback on what we mentioned with the hats and even with the shirts. I mean, that's again one more memento you can commemorate a thing. Maybe it's the vacation trip we took together. Maybe it's the weekend we get together once a year and we go out in the woods. Maybe it's We went to the Super Bowl. Like it's one more way to commemorate things in a way that's lasting. That I mean that brings you, that you can find years from now in a cabinet somewhere that's not just like, oh, look at these pictures I took on Instagram. Like it's something that's a lot more tangible that, for your memories to truly make yours.
Take it out of the phone and put it, on your hat. Or
yes, exactly. Yeah. That's and these hats, by the way, I mentioned earlier. I like that they come pre-folded on this. I cannot tell you how annoying it was as a child to try and like kind of curl these and end up messing the hat. And my old man's like, why did you make it like this? And I put it on, and I can barely see. So that they come folded like this now is a great advancement. And that would be enough advancement in hat technology. You have done so much beyond this. Yes. That is, I mean, this is big. Wow. I mean, it's, I know I say every single episode, every single podcast, I've learned something, but I always actually learned something. I really did today. I'm gonna keep thinking about that tree trunk. That is not leaving me anytime soon.
The thing about that, we actually did, it just reminded me, we did coasters for a customer, and we printed on like marble, pieces of marble.
Oh, wow, okay.
And they're not, it's not like he bought it in the store. They're not even. I think, I don't know, that he maybe even broke it himself.
Whoa!
And we printed vintage cars on it.
Oh, man. Okay.
So, it's pretty...
That's almost like too nice. I wouldn't want to put a drink on that dude's house. Like that's, that is so great. Wow.
So it's, we live the imagination to you.
Yes.
The days that you come and we used to tell you, choose 1, 2, 3. We can do it in this color, and we can put this image only are over. Basically, you can come with your own imagination and say, hey, you know what? I have this piece at home. Maybe we can do something.
Yes.
Yes, we can probably do something.
And I think just to piggyback on that, I know one thing I'm always struck by when I do your site, when I talk to you, is that like you're the kind of I know that you folks can, if someone comes in and is like, hey, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this, you can direct them. You can say, hey, here's your different options, here's some things, let's figure it out together.
Like, and that's the idea, that's different between, like right now what we do, we talk. That's the difference between all, us and the online services.
Oh,
basically, you have the image, this is what you get, and a lot of time you don't even know what it means. They tell you, 16 point, 14 point, 12 point, okay, what it means. A lot of times,
exactly. I'm Googling what to see what those mean, and I'm trying to visualize that in my head versus,
And when you talk to us and come to us, we'll ask you questions and try to help you to get exactly what you need, what you need for, because sometimes you have something in your head and you need to a specific, event or a reason, and we can tell you, what, we can do it, but we, recommend maybe to change the stock because it will get ruined on this situation, or it's not good for the sun or for outdoor. It looks nice, but after a week outdoor, the color will fade. So we're gonna help you with that, and that save a lot of money.
Oh, I bet. I mean, just I'm so struck by that because I was just thinking how much, since I've sat down with you today here at this table, how much I've learned that I did not know about your printing company and your capabilities. And the customer is going to have almost that same experience of coming in and being like, hey, there's all these things you couldn't possibly know about when you enter your store that you offer. I mean, so that's why it's just to see what else is out there to get the best out of it. That's why it's always worth a conversation with you.
Yeah, that's true. We can save you guys money and maybe direct you, to what you really need instead of spending the money on material that, you're going to have to throw it away after 2 days.
Exactly. This is not at all what we want.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I could talk to you all day. Is there anything I didn't ask you about that you wanted to tell us? I mean, like I said, I feel like I learned a lot more, and I've been wearing these hats. Like,
call us. Don't think, there is so much we can put online or on paper, but we can do way more than that. And a lot of time people think, it doesn't mention that they do A and B, so maybe they don't do it. call us, because we may be able to do it for you. Maybe we can help you.
They probably can do it. If there's one
Yeah.
thing you take away from this, they probably can do it. We can't, you know.
Call, send the email, you know, and if we cannot do it, we're not gonna play with you. We're
Right.
gonna tell you right away we cannot do it. We're not gonna tell you yes, sure, but then after 20 emails,
Right. It's like, wait a minute, we can't print on the piece of beef jerky after all.
So if we cannot do it right away, we're gonna tell you sorry, that's not something we do, and thank you for contacting us. But we'll do our best to try to make it happen.
Yeah. And there's just so many more options out there than the layperson could possibly know.
Right.
So, well, like I said, I could talk to you all day, buddy. This was great. Always good seeing you. All right. On behalf of Lior, Printing Matters, and Website Depot, my name's Craig Benevent. Take it easy. Have a good day.
Great.